We are in back-to-back meetings. Someone just dropped a critical insight, your Slack is exploding, and you think, oh, I'll remember this later. Spoiler alert, you won't. So I've lost count of many product managers come up to me and tell me that they are drowning in information but starving for clarity. But guess what? Today, I'm sharing the exact note-taking techniques I've been using for the past few years as a product manager, and that actually helped me without losing track of what actually matters. Hello, gorgeous girls and beautiful boys, men and women. I don't know how to dance, so women, women. So I'm practicing for December because I'm gonna be outside. What you mean? Right? Relax, you ain't going nowhere. So yes, hello, gorgeous girls and beautiful boys, men and women. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Teminikon Layo Peperempe. No, Peperempe is not officially. It's not my official name, but you know what? Peperempe, because I'm Peperempe. I'm speaking today. All right, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Temini Kolayo, and I am a product manager. So what do we do on this channel? We talk about product management, everything product management, especially for entry level product managers. So if you are an entry level product manager and you've decided that, oh, I actually want to do this product management thing, but I really do not know where to start from. This is the right place for you to be. Oh, my voice is back. So this is the right place for you to be. And don't forget to subscribe. Before you run away, subscribe, because you ain't going to run away. You are going to stay glued. All right. Enough rambling. All right. So today we are going to be talking about how to take notes as a product manager. How to take notes as a product manager. I feel like that was one of the skills that was so easy for me to get used to, because I actually love writing. I don't like typing on my phone, even though yes, everybody we have like a mobile gadget or something. But I love writing. I love writing with a pen and a notebook. So that was really, really like it felt like, oh, if this is the only skill set that I need to become a product manager, A1, this is A1 students, right? So what we are going to be talking about today is how to take notes as a product manager. So it seems like a very basic skill, right? But it is actually a superpower. Note taking is a superpower to have as a product manager. And I'm not talking about just writing things down. I'm talking about building a second brain that makes you faster, sharper, and more effective as a product manager. Are we clear? Yes, we are. So why PM? Why do you have to take notes as a product manager? Why PM note taking is different? Do you get? So now, before we even go into how, let's talk about why PM note taking is fundamentally different from other rules. First, you are switching constantly. So you are going from writing about the user story, you are writing about technical architecture, you are writing about everything. It's not just one part, it is about multiple things at the same time. So one moment you are in a technical architecture discussion, the next you are reviewing your research, then you are in a roadmap planning section. Your notes need to serve multiple purposes across widely different contexts. Like I said, technical, user research, you are doing road mapping and all of that. So you cannot just say, oh, you know what, one size fits all, this is just it. Except maybe you are product manager for architecture alone, then you say, okay, you want to focus on architecture. But I don't think there is only product manager for, I know there are technical product managers, but I don't think there's just product manager for just one part of product development. I may be wrong. Now, the second one is your notes are decision artifacts. Your notes are decision artifacts. So unlike a developer's notes that might be purely technical or a designer's sketches, your notes often become the source of truth for why decisions were made, right? So when somebody wants to come and say that, we did not say it though, at least when we'll get there, right? So at least you know that the reason why you actually went ahead to do this thing was because this was discussed in this meeting and I wrote all of those things down. So it's actually a decision artifact for you. So 6 months from now, someone will ask, why did we build it this way? And your notes better have the answer. That is the reason why you should be taking notes as a product manager. Then the third thing is you are the connective tissue. You are the connective tissue. You know, medical students, they will tell you that there is one connecting tissue or connective tissue rather with the eyes and the brain and, you know, all of those things. So same for you as a product manager, you are also the connective tissue. You need to connect what engineering said yesterday with what the CEO wants next quarter. So with what users complained about last week. So it's not just one part. It has to be everybody connected. You are, in fact, you'll be a drawer or a designer or something like a sketcher or something if there is any word like that. Do you get? So you are connecting everything. Why we did this, who said this, why this matters. Your notes are where those dots get connected. So the question is not about should I take notes. That's not the question. You should be. In fact, you will take notes. So that is not what you, because it's clear you have to take notes. So it is how do I take notes that actually make me better at my job. That is what you want to focus on as a product manager. It's not about why should you are going to be taking notes, but how are you going to take those notes, those letters, how are you going to write those letters for it to be beneficial to you as a product manager, to make your life easier, and also to make your things, your team members work in a very beautiful, non environment. Everybody understand that, oh, if there is anything missing, right, we can always go back to our product manager's notes. Now, so there are actually 4 pillars that I know that I use for note taking as a product manager. So I have like a 4 pillar that I use. Now, the first one is meeting notes with purpose. You're not just writing everything everybody's saying. When you're not a type, when you are not a recorder, it's only a recorder that will record everything everyone says. So you are not taking just everything. Meeting notes with purpose. So every meeting note should answer 3 questions. What was decided? What did we say we are going to do? What was decided? What's the context to that decision? And what happens next? So we have decision, we have the context for that decision. So now, based on that decision and the context, what are we going to now do? Is it something that will drop? Is it something that we need to now work on? So I have like a template that I use, right? So there is meeting, title, and date. And I'm actually going to show you a template on what's it called? On Notion. There are so many templates on Notion that I'm going to just include the video so you see how I make use of Notion for my meetings and all of that. So now your meeting, there's going to be like meeting, then the title, then the date, then you have attendees. Those are people that attended the meeting, right? Even if it is a virtual meeting, you can capture attendees. So you list them. This matters for accountability, right? There is going to be objective, why we met. Just one sentence is fine. Why are we having this conversation? So, for example, you watching this video, I'm asking, like, okay, let's say we are running a meeting now. So, who are the attendees? Tammy, and every other person that are going to be watching this video, right? Those are the attendees. Now, what is the objective? The objective is that Tammy wants to teach you how to take notes as a product manager. Shikena, just very simple sentence. Now, the key discussion points, you can use bullet points for main topics. You need to capture different perspectives, not just conclusions. Okay, this person said that note taking can be from this angle. Take in their perspective, not just, okay, we've now decided that this is the final thing, this is the person that will now give us the decision. No, let's compare. Let's still go ahead to compare what everyone is saying, and we take notes of that. We don't just write just the decision. We also need to put down everybody's contribution. So there are going to be like note disagreements. These are good for understanding trade-off. Okay, this person said no, this person said no, this was the reason why this person said yes, this was the reason why this person said yes. So you have to put those things, you have to note those things. Now, there is also going to be like decision made. You have to be explicit. We decided to not, we discussed. That you see. So decisions made is everybody, we reached a consensus and we say that, oh, this is it. So it's not we discussed. There is going to be part for discussion, but this part is decision made. So you are going to be like, oh, we decided to post this video so that people understand note taking. I'm still using this video as a reference, right? So include who made the decision if it's significant. Well, because I decided that I want my subscribers, product managers, to also have this skill set. So I've decided that let's post this video so that I can teach them. Simple as that. So you include who made the decision if it is significant. Of course, I am significant in the grand scheme of things. How did you people to say it? So you state the why behind each action, because yeah, we do have videos on once in a week to discuss product management. So yes, we decided that it's like a tradition for us to continue. So why not? Even though, but yes, action items, you need to list the action items too. Who does what by when? Okay, Temi is responsible for posting videos and probably every Saturdays or Sundays as the spirit leaded. Do you get? And you have the responsibility to watch the videos. That's what we're talking about. So you put who does what by when. So me, I will post, I will record, I will post, and you people watch. You have a responsibility to watch this video. Are you getting me? All right. So you link. You also have like link to Jira tickets or wherever you track your work. People use Linear. People use Jira, Trello. So many tools like that that you can use, right? And also flag blockers immediately. You need to flag blockers even while in the meeting. You can always say, I am actually thinking about this and I feel like this is going to be like a blocker. You can have a red pen, you just use it, box it like that, and we move on from it. So there are also going to be like open questions. What we don't know yet, we need to, those ones, they are open ended. It can always come back later. You can always go back to probably the person that stuff is dependent on and say, oh, after the meeting, these are some of the questions I came up with. So it may not be even in the meeting, but you can always have like conversations still going on regarding that meeting. So what needs clarification? Again, you can always go back to whoever you want to clarify anything with and you talk to them about it. And you can always update your notes. Do you get? You don't just leave it at that. Whatever contribution that is made, even after the initial jotting, you can still go back and add it version 2. Simple. Then what assumptions we are making? There are going to be like different assumptions. You should also take note of that. Now, my take is what surprised you and what concerns you. What's the opportunity others might have missed? This is actually my take because this is actually crucial for your own personal reflection. So whatever I get out of meetings, I'm always like, waiting happen. Do you have just body? May not be in your organization, probably your friend or something that you people always just you have like after work gist. You just tell them, oh, things happened today at work. Not like confidential things that you'll be sharing with your friends. They will handcuff you. But the truth is that you should have like, even if it is just you talking to yourself. I do it a lot. I talk to myself. I'm like, oh well, this thing Omo means, I don't know how to explain. Omo is like, so yeah, what Omo could mean several things, but for this our context, Omo means so yeah, what surprised you? What concerns you? What's the opportunities others might have missed? So my take is that you want to build product intuition over time. So don't skip it. Talk to yourself, talk to people. I mean, just if you have product management bodies, I have product management bodies. So we share ideas. Now, the second pillar is connect everything. You need to connect everything. Your note should be a network, not a graveyard of documents. So you should be able to connect everything. Use consistent tagging. You can tag by feature area, check out onboarding payments. You can tag by initiative, okay, Q4 growth, retention project. You can also tag by type. So user research, tech decision, roadmap. Just ensure that you are consistent with your tagging. Also, link liberally. So when you mention a previous decision, link it to that note. You know, I said that even after your meeting, you can still go ahead to have a meeting with probably just one person in the meeting. You can link it to the other meeting, the version 1. You can always link it. So when discussing a feature, you can link it to the PRD. Notion allows that you can link. Even if you are using Jira, you can always link it to your Confluence. That's your note taking, right? So when referencing data, link to the dashboard. Everything must be connected. So I use Notion, but this work in Confluence, it also work in Obsidian or even Google Docs with good naming conversation or yes, you just put like good naming tags to them. But I use Notion, I use Confluence also. But the tool doesn't matter, the connections do. It's not just about the tool. Because I said I use Notion, if you know how many times I abandoned Notion to still go back to Notion because if it felt very chaotic at a point, I had to drop it. But don't say that because somebody is using Jira, you have to use Jira. Just look at the one that you are most convenient using, right? So that is it. So every Friday, for me, I'm just saying what I do. Like every Friday, you can spend like 15 minutes reviewing the week's notes and adding missing links. So this weekly update has like 10 times helped my ability to connect dots across the project. So if there is something that is missing during the week that the week was too chaotic, I couldn't see Friday, I can always connect those dots. Now, the third pillar is capture user insights religiously. Capture users' insights religiously. User research notes deserve special treatment. You don't just, what's the essence of you going to the feed to collect users to gather users pain points and not doing anything? You just wasted your time, really. So create a dedicated section for user insights with this structure. So you have like user insights, it's just like one line summary. Source, Is it interview? Is it support tickets? Is it analytics? There are so many sources for you gathering user insight, right? Now you put the dates when you captured this. You can also do like a raw quote or data, so exact words or numbers. These are the people that you collected data from. 10 people, 2 people. Just put it there. Then what this means, your interpretation. What have I collected? What does it mean? What is the result? I mean, what is the basis for me collecting this thing? What does it mean to my products? Now, potential impact. It could be small, it could be medium, and it could be large. Then what is the related features? So you need to tag relevant areas. Again, connecting the dots. So why this format is because 3 months from now, when you are prioritizing your roadmap, you want to search checkout and instantly see every user pain point, quotes, and insight related to checkout. So on that checkout already, you already know everything, every data that you've added to that. So when you are doing like a review of that feature, you could see if you've missed out anything. You could see if you've not added anything. If you could even see if you've added more. So do you understand me? So I keep running a document called user voice where I consolidate like the most important insights weekly. So this becomes like my superpower in stakeholder conversation. So I always have user evidence at my fingertips. When people come up and they just tell me that I feel like, I tell them, okay, this is what our users actually think. This is what they think about this. So it's not about your feeling really. It's about what our users say. It's not like everything users say you are going to accept, but more of this is what the people that are actually using our product, this is what they are saying. So why are we going to prioritize? Now, the fourth pillar is decision logs are your secret weapon. Decision logs are your secret weapon. So this is one thing that separates senior product managers from everyone else. You need to keep a decision log for major product decision. So the template is, okay, fine. You have like decision, what we decided, the date, when, the context, why this decision came up, and also options considered, what alternatives we evaluated. What is the decision that was made? We have to choose. So this is what we chose. We pick it. Now, rationale, why we choose it. Why did we say this one over this one? Traits of what are we sacrificing? Traits of are always funny. Like, okay, so what are we sacrificing now? You have to know that. Then the success metrics. How will we know if this was right? Then the review date, when we will revisit this. Do we understand? So that there is like a date of creation, then there's always like a review date, a revisiting date. Do you get? So this is good when someone questions a decision months later. It can always be, they will say, you bring, hey, there's one thing I wanted to say, I'll remember. So you have the full context, right? It is invaluable. It is also invaluable for onboarding new team members. So you, most times when you are doing like team onboarding, right? When you show them all of those things, you if actually you're helping us, you're helping their career, like it's not so hard. Everything is just prim and proper, so they can understand the product's evolution through your decision history. So if there's a new journal after you've onboarded them on the product and you told them, okay, in our organization we do share rights every Friday, we are like a family. We are like a family, yeah. You can share that with them and they will see that, oh, really? You are a family indeed, though. You people are not a family. They will see it from your note taking. So I review my decision log quarterly. I cannot be doing that monthly, please. I review my decision log quarterly. Some decisions aged well. Well, others they did not. So, but both they will teach you something. That's just what I want you to do. Good and the bad and the ugly. So you're going to get that from whatever you've written down. Now, the tools and workflows, and this is where it gets really practical. Like I said, I'm going to attach a video. Probably as I'm just speaking, I'm just going to attach the video. But what you're going to see is like a Notion dashboard, my Notion dashboard. But let's get into it. So let's talk about tools and daily workflows. But tools I recommend, and I'm not saying that you should just adapt or take in this or adopt rather. You should adopt these tools. I'm just saying that these are tools that I use, right? So for most product managers, they use Notion. So it's actually great for organization, right? Powerful linking and database can handle everything from meeting notes to roadmap. So that is Notion. So the Notion dashboard I'm going to show you, what you are going to see is like there is a meeting. I think it's an added feature now. So you can always connect your calendar. If you go on Notion now, you see like the top should be top left, or by the left, the navigations on the left, right? You see like a meeting. So when you click on the meeting, like an AI tool, you can always, it's just like all this meeting, fire takers or fire talkers or something that you do add to your calendar, right? So it's similar to it, but then fire takers do not have some other things that I need. So it's preferable for me to use Notion because I have other things on Notion that I can just export from those meetings recordings, right? So you can connect it to your calendar. It has like a very nice dashboard, just import everything. And also you are going to see like product managers I did a search with meeting template for product managers, and there are so many meeting templates there that you can see. You can see for sprint, you can see for scrum, you can see for product tear down, you can see like so many, and you can just use it. Check out the templates. You can always review the templates, add some things to it, take some things out, and that is that for Notion, right? Now, for technical product managers, right, they use Obsidian. They use Obsidian. So markdown based, more control. It has incredible linking capabilities. You can work offline. You own your own data. So for teams on Microsoft, right, it is either OneNote or Confluence. Oh my God, there was a time I was seriously obsessed with OneNote. Like the day I discovered OneNote, I abandoned words. I abandoned Google Docs. OneNote was actually my favorite. I think I'll go back to OneNote probably next week. I'll go back to my OneNote and just start scribbling some things there. But I really, really enjoyed using OneNote. It's actually very good. So if you're using Microsoft, see all those things. If your organization is using Microsoft, don't go and be wasting all those tools, all those added tools. You to start using them. There was only a time I started exploring Clarity. I've spoken about Clarity. Like all those tools, try and play with them. They are products and product managers. You should know all of these things so that when people are saying something, you'll not be looking like, it's inside this Microsoft too. It's inside this Office 365 too. Yes, they are all there. So you can use either OneNote or Confluence. So if you are using Jira, right, you can always use like you can connect your Confluence to Jira. I mean, it's even the same self. So it's just packaged. Some of us just don't select it. They are follow come. Do you get? So it also have like it has already integrated with your workflow. Exactly like I was saying, right? So it has good collaboration features. Now the secret is the best tool is the one you actually use consistently because let me use Notion, Jira, Trello, Linear. It doesn't mean that you enjoy those things. Sometimes I also don't enjoy them, but then I need to get my work done. So don't tool up. Don't just start going from one tool to the other. Pick one and commit for at least 3 months. Yes, Tell me, say that to yourself. Pick one and commit to at least 3 months. Don't tool up. Say it to yourself again. All right, so that's it. Now, my daily workflow is in the morning, I review yesterday's notes, I check open action items, I preview today's meeting and prep questions. And during the meetings, what do? I do real-time notes, focusing on decisions and why. I mark action items with like at name tags. So I just do like atting people or atting items, right? Then I capture exact quotes when they matter. Somebody said XYZ. I will capture it. Now, end of the day, what do? I do like process rough notes rather. So I process like all of those rough notes, those ones that you were just trying to like get everybody's thoughts. Because like I said, I love writing. So what I do is I clean them up while memory is fresh. I don't wait till the end of the week. I clean them up while my memory is still very fresh. And I have very, very beautiful memory. I remember things a lot. I remember pictures. I remember words said. So those two things, grace given to me, I can remember things a lot. Now you had tags and you had links, and you also send action item summaries to relevant people. That's what they call meeting notes. I don't like taking, I don't like sending meeting notes to people. In fact, if you tell me that I should take meetings, minutes rather during meetings, I feel like you hate me because I don't like it. I don't like it. So yes, add anything to my decision log if needed. And on Friday, what do? I do like a weekly review, add missing links. I update my user voice document. If I've gone out to see any user, I update that. If there is any archive or organization lose notes, I attach everything together. So this workflow takes like 30 minutes a day, but saves me hours of confusion and lost context every other day or every other week. So that is it. Now, what are some advanced tactics that you can use as a product manager? The first one is the question packing lot. You need to keep running a list of questions that arise but can't be answered yet. So you review it before one-on-ones with engineering leads, designers, or your stakeholder. So this prevents you from losing important questions in the daily chaos. Now, there is also the inside sentences notes, right? After major milestones, a launch, a quarter, a big user research study, you need to create like a sentences notes. It is very, very important. So what did we learn? What surprised us? What would we do differently? This becomes your institutional knowledge. Now, the third one is stakeholder communication log. Track what you've communicated to key stakeholders and why. Hey, you need to track. People can change. People can go back on their words and they'll be like, I never said that. So you need to track. Always tag people. Always tag people. Something happened this week and it was really funny, but don't let me even go into it. But it was really tag everybody. If somebody sent a mail and they tag everybody in your organization, you now want to tag, you want to reply. You now reply to the only to that person my dear, re-reply and copy everybody. Yes, re-reply. Yeah, re-reply and copy all those people that they copied. Go and bring more people, copy them in that mail. Do you get? So yes, you should also track it, right? And this prevents over communication and under communication. You can always refer back to it. Oh, somebody went back on their words. You can always go back to your mail to say, oh, this is where you actually said this. This new communication, you've not informed me about it. What I am still working on is the previous decision that we made. Do you get? So it is actually simple formats: date, stakeholder, topic, medium, outcome. Then the PRD is just a note that grew up. Don't think of PRDs as a separate entity from your notes. It's not separate from your notes. They are just formalized. Do you get? So it's like expanded versions of your thinking. My best PRD start as messy notes that just decide to grow over weeks. So from my messy notes, I will see some things that I want to add to my PRDs, my FRDs, and all of that. So voice note for capture, test for thinking. So working between meetings, if you are working between meetings, right, you can use voice memos to capture thoughts, and you can also transcribe them later. In fact, on Teams, right? Even if you are speaking to someone that is speaking maybe French or something, on the go, real time, your Teams meeting, stuff like that, when you're having a call on Teams, it can start transcribing what the person is saying. So even if the person is speaking French and you don't understand French, it will be telling you what the person is saying in English. Have you seen that? Yes, I'm telling you. I told you, go and explore this product. Go and explore. Yeah, calm down, Timmy. They will explore. So the act of rewriting voice notes into text forces you to clarify your thinking. So that is that. And I will always give you like common mistakes to avoid. I promise I'll always tell you some things to avoid, some mistakes that I made, and probably for you to just not make those mistakes. So the first one is transcribing everything. You are not a court reporter. You are not a court reporter, so you cannot capture or transcribe everything. You just need to capture decisions, context, and action items, not every word spoken. Now note that only you understand. How? Like when you're not a doctor, that when they write prescription, it's only them that why are you doing that? Note that only you understand. So your notes might need to be read by others. Do you get? So use clear language, define acronyms, provide context, and for your future you will thank you. Even not you alone, your future, the others future them will also thank you. So it's your anybody can actually pick up your note to read. So you should try as much as possible to ensure that it is clear. It's not just for you alone, it's actually valuable. In fact, when you are leaving the organization, it is part of the organization's document. So ensure that they are properly written. Letting notes pile up unprocessed, it is you that it will affect, because you now go back, everything is just chaotic. You don't even understand what you've written. Tools over system. I've seen PMs spend weeks setting up elaborate Notion databases, but never actually taking good notes. It's not just tools. It's not just tools. The system matters more than the tools. So it's always the system over the tools, not just the tools. I told my organization that they should pay for Notion subscription, a bit Jira subscription. Jira that you know use. We know use Excel, you still use. Yeah, I said what I said. Is Excel you will do still use, but you'll be telling them that they should go and open Jira Premium for you. Well, so that's it. You have to also make your notes perfect. It's not about making it perfect, really. It's about making it usable. It doesn't have to be perfect, really. They just have to be very usable. So your notes are for utility, not beauty. It's not for I have fine handwriting. We know. Have you seen my handwriting? Beautiful. But your notes are for utility. So done is better than perfect. Ship your notes. Don't perfect them endlessly. Don't go there and be contouring. You should ship it, let it grow. Don't just leave it there and start doing I want to dot the i's and cross the t's. Is that how they say it? I hope I'm correct. Now, how do you make all of those things that I've said? How do you make it stick? Now, the first one is you need to start small. So just implement meeting notes with the templates that I shared earlier. That okay, so these are the things that you need to put on those things. So don't try to do everything at once. You need to add connections, start tagging and linking your notes. So you build your network, and also add specialized notes. You introduce user insights and decision logs. You can call it whatever names that you want. And by week 4, what is going to happen? You will notice something magical. You are faster in meetings, clearer in communication, and more confident in decision makings because you are not relying on just memory alone. You have something visible to use. Now, the accountability tip is, like I said, you should have someone probably in your organization, or maybe your PM body or something. Maybe you guys have just like a chat group or something. Share your note taking system with your manager if you have that kind of relationship, or maybe a peer, probably your intern, somebody, your junior or something. Just have like an accountability partner. Ask them to check in on you after 2 weeks. External accountability also helps. So it's not just, again, if you are not just divulging organizations for that, for confidential informations, right? You can always have like bodies and all of that. Now, what is the conclusion for this week? Here's the truth: great product managers are not the ones with the best memory. I have very good memory. I'm grateful for that. I'm thankful to God for that. But not everyone, some people, a lot is happening and they may not remember everything that you said, right? As it's coming in like this, it's going out this way. But they are the ones with the best systems. It's not about the best memory, it's about the best system. So your notes are your extended brain. Again, let's call it second brain. I know that there is a project called second brain, right? So let's borrow that name. Second brain. They are how you scale yourself. They are how you build institutional knowledge. They are how you make better decisions under pressure. So every product manager I know who is exceptional at their job, they have a robust note-taking system. Not because they are naturally organized, but because they've built habits that make organization effortless. And one of those things that you can do is taking notes. So here is your action item for this week. You need to pick one item or one thing or one tactics, one mistake to avoid, whatever it is. Just pick one thing from this video. Maybe it's the meeting template, maybe it's starting a decision log. Implement it this week. I want you to actually, like I said, you don't have to use everything I use. They work for me, but it wasn't like they were very, very easy to use at the beginning. Like I said, I struggled with Notion. Even Jira, I had to go back to YouTube to watch videos on how to make use of Jira very well, right? But just one thing, then build from there. That's how you learn. So if you found this video helpful, what do we do on our channel? If you found this video helpful, you need to give a thumbs up. Thumbs up is what you like. I will not say that you smash, but what? Smash it. Give a thumbs up, give a thumbs up, give a thumbs up, and subscribe. You need to subscribe. Your subscription keeps me going. It is the fuel that keeps me going. It is the, is it, how do you start a car? You need like a battery. Even if you have a key, you still need a battery in a car, right? All right, so I need you to like, thumbs up. I need you to subscribe. I need you to share this video. We have so many people, so many entry-level product managers that are yet to discover our channel. So please kindly share this video to them so that they can also join us, and also drop a comment below. I want to know what your biggest note-taking challenge right now. Maybe I can respond to it and we can just build up that we can revive. We can say no to that challenge. We can break the jugular of that challenge. All right, so I read every comment and I'll reply with maybe specific advice. I read every comment. In fact, I don't think there's any comment to me that I have not responded to. Yeah, I have a job, but I do read comments. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.